Y'all, let me tell you how frustrated I am with myself. I hope y'all weren't like, wait, what did we do? We didn't do anything. No, not you, me. I have made my second mistake, which is why I'm showing you my face on camera. My second mistake of the semester, which does not bode well for me given that it's only like a week into the semester. So let me tell you, I was driving this morning to take my dog for a walk, and I was thinking about this class and just kind of going through my head, do I have everything caught up? And was thinking about Thomas and the Thomas activity. It's not hard, but it's something that you need to have a little background knowledge for. And so I started thinking about it and I said, wait a minute, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Because last year, or last time I taught this class, which was, yes, fall of 2020, I think, I made a note to myself that said to switch Thomas and the IEP activities. I don't know if you can see this because I don't know, it looks like it's really dark, but it says, uh-oh, next time, switch Thomas and IEP activities. I didn't. So, because I really want you to have the experience of looking at the IEP content in the chapters before you do the Thomas activity, because the Thomas activity is basically kind of creating an IEP. So, it would help for you to look at the IEP textbook first before I have you look at an IEP or create an IEP. So, let me show you what I've done. So, I switched the due dates, okay? I switched the due dates of Thomas and the IEP activities. So let me show you. I'm going to walk you through what I have. So first of all, under the Getting Started tab, I have the syllabus. I did the new syllabus is here. Okay, so let me just show you. I put the new syllabus with the new due dates. Okay, so, and I know it's cut off. That's okay. I'm just trying to be mindful of my time. Okay, so now I have September 24th, the individual activities are due, and then October 1st, the Thomas case study is due. Initially, what I had posted, it was reversed, right? Thomas was first, and then the individual IEP activities. But now I'm switching it. So I want you to do the individual IEP activities first, and then we'll go look at Thomas. Okay, so so that is posted, the new syllabus is posted. And then let me also show you, I revised the calendar. It only impacts those 2 weeks of September and October. So let me show you those. Of course, it's crooked or sideways. You know my story of my life, people. That's all right. Again, I know that it is cut off. Hold on, let me move my camera or my little boxy thing. Okay, so now September 21st. So just to recap, this Friday, your affirmation form is due, your podcast questions are due, and your Flipgrid posts ideally is due this day, but I will give you to the 6th on that. The first case study, remember, you're going to choose one out of three. It's Gabrielle, who is it, Daniel and Jose, I think. So that case study is still due on the 10th. But then on the 24th, not Thomas, we're going to do the IEP activities first, okay? And I'll show you where those are and where you can find them. So we'll do those first, and then October 1st, instead of the IEP activities, I crossed them out in my fancy pen, Thomas, the case study for Thomas will be due on October 1st. All right, so those are posted. I just reversed these two dates. So now the IEP activities are due the 24th of September, and Thomas case study is due October 1st. All right, so let me show you what that means. Let me go back over here. Oh, let me maybe go back over here. Okay, so let me, there you go. Okay, so that's under the Getting Started tab. All right, so new revised syllabus and the revised due dates. Everything else is exactly the same. So I'm going to show you, first of all, under content, fall 2021, right? I talked about this tab a little bit the other day, but I said, don't worry about it yet. Now you can worry about it. So under this tab, I now have, gracious day, y'all. Okay, I now have a folder that says IEP Textbook Chapters. And again, your textbook for the IEP portion is, hold on, this, okay? Writing Quality, Individualized Education Programs. I did do a recording about the third versus the fourth edition, so I'm always so backwards with the camera. Sorry. So I'm hoping you do have the third edition. If you do have the fourth, it'll be fine. Just go back and listen to my recording because the Meet Our Students section will be, it's different names in the fourth and the third edition, okay, but same content. All right, so under the IEP Textbook Chapters, you can click on it, and all of these are now open. So there's an introduction chapter PowerPoint and then PowerPoint with sound. Okay, so in this folder, here's your introduction chapter, basically pages 1 through 14. Here are the, why does it make it so I can't, this frustrates me, people. And then the intro chapter PowerPoint with sound part 2. Some of this stuff is from, you know, a little beyond the textbook, but I thought it was good information, especially for those of you who are just starting the program. I think you might find some of this information helpful. Okay, so that's our intro chapter, and that's what it's called in the textbook, intro chapter or intro pages. Okay, so then, hold on, I lost it. Okay, so then the next one is Meet Our Students and IEP Activity number 1. So on this one, there's a PowerPoint for Meet Our Students, which is what the it's what the textbook calls them. I didn't just make this up. So this starts on page, in the 3rd edition, it starts on page 15, where it says, you know, right in front of me. But it starts, it looks like this. It's called Meet Our Students. And so I want you to watch about meeting our students. And then you'll just watch, it'll tell you what to do in the 4 different IEP activities. Okay, these recordings are from a past semester. I'm very honest about that. I'm not trying to be sneaky. So there is a date at the end of this PowerPoint right here. Disregard that. Your assignments are due not December, September 24th. Okay, that's what I just changed it to in the syllabus. That's what I just walked you through in the calendar and in the syllabus. So don't pay attention to any dates that you hear in these PowerPoints. September 24th is the date that you need to know. Okay, so that is part 1. So your assignments that go along with these activities will be posted under the assignments tab, which I'll show you in just one second. All right, so that's Meet Our Students and IEP activity number 1. This one is steps 2 and 3 and IEP activity number 2. So it talks about steps 2 and 3. Again, that's what the textbook calls them. There is a little issue for some reason. And I know the box is not doing what I want to do, but that's okay. So here's the PowerPoint, okay? And then step 2, part 1. This part plays fine. It works fine, great, fine. This next one where it says IEP, step 3 and IEP activity number 2. So this part, for some reason, and I just tested it again and it still does it, it freezes at about 5 minutes and 33 seconds. I don't know why it freezes. Couldn't tell you, no idea why. So I found a couple solutions. You could either, so if it stops at 5:36 or 5:33, it'll go back to the beginning. You can just then fast forward until about 5 minutes and 40 seconds. You don't miss anything earth-shatteringly exciting in those 3 seconds, I promise, or 4 seconds. But if you don't want to do that, I do have a video right here posted about one idea to try. And what I said to try is clicking on the 3 buttons right here, and then there's an option. Let me go back and show you. Hold on. I know, it's all over the place. So if you click right here, these 3 buttons, there will be an option that says download. If you download it, it seems to work fine without freezing. I have no idea why it does that. Couldn't tell you, not a clue. But so those are just some solutions. Either, you know, skip those few seconds, it'll go back to the beginning, and again, just fast forward till about 5 minutes and 40 seconds, or watch this video up here, and the video will tell you to click the 3 dots and click on download. Okay, I don't know why y'all, couldn't tell you. No idea. No idea. All right, so that is IEP activity number 2. Okay, so then let me show you the next one. Here's steps 4 and 5, and this is IEP activity number 3. So there's a PowerPoint, and then there's a PowerPoint with sound. Again, disregard that date. It is due September 24th. And the textbook tells you, I think I've told you, the answers to the IEP activities are in the back of the book. They're in the appendix, right? So I know they're there, you know they're there, the textbook knows they're there, we all know they're there. But I really want you to try these activities first before you just give up and say, oh, I'm just going to copy in the back of the book. Okay, so try your best first, just because I think it will be good practice for you. So that's why I'm having you do it. Okay, and then, but I wanted you, I did assign, you know, small points because I wanted you to take some time with it and take it seriously. And I know sometimes not everybody does that if points are not associated. So we all know the answers are there. Try them on your own first, okay? And then the last one, step 6 and 7 and IEP activity number 4, same thing, there's a PowerPoint. And then there are 2 parts with sound, part 1 and part 2. And again, just disregard the date at the end as it is due September 24th. All right, so those are all of these PowerPoints are found under the content tab, right? IEP textbook chapters. So all of those are right there. And then under the assignments fall 2021 tab, you click on that. Okay, and you'll still see the podcast, the case studies. Again, we're only worried about Donald, Gabrielle, and Jose right now. Okay, we're not even thinking about Thomas right now. Don't even look at it. Don't worry about it. Disregard it. If you get a past due, saying it was due in 2020, yes, I know it was due in 2020. So don't pay attention to that. We will come back to Thomas, I promise. And then right here are the IEP activities. Okay, so you're just going to click on that folder. And here's IEP activity number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. All right, and what they are, they're exactly what is in the textbook. Okay, in the textbook, I think it says, now it's your turn. That's what the assignments are. All right. Yes, I know. Let me fix the page. I know. Sometimes I just like to sing to y'all. All right. So it's giving me, usually gives me like one little line so I could move it, whatever. All right. So it'll tell you, it's very clear in the textbook. Look at pages blah, 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 where it says, now it's your turn. Okay. So your task, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to answer the, where that's highlighted where I say your task, but I tell you exactly what page to look on. These page numbers are from the 3rd edition, as I mentioned, from this one. I believe the page numbers, if you do have the 4th edition, I believe the page numbers are pretty similar. And if you have the e-text, the page numbers might be a little off because sometimes they're off by like a page or two. So these page numbers up here are from the hard copy of the 3rd textbook, okay, or the 3rd edition. So, you'll go to that page and it says very clearly, and I know you won't be able to see it because I'm backwards. See, now it's your turn, right? So it'll tell you exactly what to do, and then you're just going to type your answers into the Word document, okay? Couple of them, that one has A, B, and C for the second part, and then just the first one. Okay, so that's IEP activity number 2. Excuse me, IEP activity number 1. IEP activity number 2, and it tells you what steps they go with, so this tells you to look on page 65. Now it's your turn. And then I say your task, complete numbers 1 and 2 below. Okay, so here's number 1, you're going to complete that. Here's number 2, you're going to complete that. Okay, where it says time to practice, your task, complete the blank spaces below. So use your knowledge from the textbook, use any, what knowledge you might have from your current situations and complete all those. I think this is the longest one actually. Look at pages 72 and 73, or on this one I did say page 73 in the e-text. So your task is this, your task is this. I tried to highlight all your tasks. Okay, so that's IEP activity number 2, then IEP activity number 3. Okay, this one. Excuse me. So I tell you again, go to this page, your task, complete numbers 1 through 6 below. So you're going to complete all of these about Spencer. Spencer is one of our meet our students from the textbook. So you're going to complete this information about Spencer. Then go to page 95 where it says your turn. You will complete numbers 1 and 2 about Boston and Asher. And then activity number 3 continued apparently. So you're going to read the following scenario and answer questions numbers 1 through 5 at the end. So here's a little scenario. You're just going to read it. You're going to read it. It's a couple some teachers, a student, maybe a parent. You're going to read the scenario. Keep reading. Questions. Okay, and you will just answer your questions. And of course, you can certainly type, right here. I did not give you lines, but you could just type right there. Okay. So that is LRE, and I honestly don't think I'm not 100% sure if that's from the textbook, to be honest, but it doesn't matter, just do it anyway, right? It's something I thought might be helpful for you, okay, because I feel I took that from somewhere else. And then IEP activity number 4 in the last 30 seconds of my video. All right, here's activity number 4. And same thing, your task, complete numbers 1, 2, and 3. Your task, complete numbers 1 and 2. Complete 1 and 2. Select the services your IEP team would recommend. All right, so those are the IEP activities. Again, I apologize for my mistake. That is my second one. I don't know what happens if I get 3. You're gonna have to kick me out. I don't know. You're gonna have to teach yourselves. So I do apologize, y'all. I really had it written down last year and I outsmarted myself and couldn't find where I put the note. So that's it. I apologize for the confusion. Make sure you check out the new syllabus, the revised, excuse me, with the dates and the calendar. Just check out October and September, and then your content, IEP chapters, and the assignments. All right, thanks, and I apologize again.